Michael Jordan was more than just a basketball player. He was an artist on the court, a fierce competitor who changed the game forever. From his early days in North Carolina, a fire burned within him. This was a drive to be the best, a refusal to accept defeat. He was cut from his high school varsity team, a moment that did not break him, but instead forged him. That early setback became the fuel for a career that would redefine what was possible in sport. He took that motivation to the University of North Carolina, where he hit the game-winning shot in the 1982 NCAA championship game. It was a glimpse of the clutch performer he was destined to become, a sign of the greatness that was just beginning to unfold. His arrival in the NBA in 1984 with the Chicago Bulls was like a bolt of lightning. The league had great players, but it had never seen anyone like him. He could fly through the air, contorting his body in ways that defied physics. He earned the nickname Air Jordan for his incredible dunks and acrobatic layups, but it was his relentless will to win that truly set him apart. He pushed himself and his teammates to their absolute limits. The Bulls, once a struggling team, were transformed. Jordan's presence alone promised a future filled with hope and the tantalizing possibility of championships, turning a forgotten franchise into the center of the basketball universe. The list of his achievements is staggering, a testament to his dominance over the sport. He led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships in the 1990s, winning 2 three-peats from 1991 to 1993, and again from 1996 to 1998. He was named the NBA Finals MVP in all 6 of those victories, a record that still stands today. He also won 5 regular season MVP awards, was a 14-time All-Star, and won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 1988. These titles and awards are the statistical proof of his greatness, but they only tell part of the story of a man who commanded the court like no other. Beyond the team's success, his individual records paint a picture of a scoring machine. He won a record 10 NBA scoring titles, proving he was the most unstoppable offensive force in the game. His career regular season scoring average of 30.12 points per game is the highest in NBA history. He holds the record for the most points in a playoff game, scoring an incredible 63 points against the Boston Celtics in 1986. These numbers are not just statistics, they are markers of his relentless pursuit of excellence. Each record is a chapter in the story of a player who refused to be anything less than the greatest. What made Michael Jordan the greatest of all time? It was a unique combination of God-given talent, an unmatched work ethic, and an unbreakable mind. His physical skills were extraordinary. He had speed, power, and agility that allowed him to outmaneuver any defender. His famous fadeaway jump shot was a work of art, a move so perfected that it was virtually unguardable. He could score from anywhere on the court, against any opponent. But it was his intelligence for the game, his ability to see plays unfold before they happened, that truly elevated him above his peers and made him a master of his craft. His determination was the stuff of legend. Jordan was known for his killer instinct, a burning desire to win at all costs. He thrived under pressure, wanting the ball in his hands when the game was on the line. The famous flu game in the 1997 NBA Finals is a perfect example. Suffering from a severe stomach virus, he still managed to score 38 points and lead his team to a crucial victory. This was not just about physical toughness, it was about mental fortitude. He taught everyone that the limits we perceive are often just illusions, waiting to be shattered by sheer force of will. Leadership was central to his character. He did not lead with gentle words of encouragement. He led by example, demanding as much from his teammates as he did from himself. He pushed them, challenged them, and sometimes angered them, but he always made them better. He understood that championships were not won by one person alone. He needed his team to rise to his level, and he did everything in his power to pull them up with him. His leadership transformed the Bulls from a talented group of individuals into a cohesive, championship-winning dynasty that dominated an entire decade. This competitive spirit was not confined to game days. It was present in every practice, every drill, every single moment. He treated practice like it was the final game of the season. This intensity created a culture of excellence within the Chicago Bulls. No one could afford to give less than their best when their leader was setting such an impossibly high standard. This attitude is why he is still seen as the ultimate role model for athletes. It is a reminder that talent alone is not enough. It is the relentless hard work behind the scenes that forges a true champion. Before Michael Jordan, basketball was popular, but it was largely an American sport. He changed all of that. His electrifying style of play and captivating personality turned him into a global icon. People all over the world, in countries where basketball was barely known, tuned in to watch him play. He made the NBA a global brand, bringing the game to millions of new fans across Europe, Asia, and beyond. Every child with a basketball wanted to be like Mike, practicing his moves and dreaming of flying through the air just like him. He was more than a player, he was an ambassador for the sport. A huge part of his global influence came from his partnership with Nike. The creation of the Air Jordan trainer in 1984 was a revolutionary moment in sports marketing. It was more than just a shoe, it was a symbol of greatness and style. The brand became a cultural phenomenon coveted by athletes and non-athletes alike. The Jumpman logo is now one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. The Air Jordan brand grew into its own billion-dollar entity, proving that an athlete's influence could extend far beyond the court and into the worlds of fashion and business. His fame transcended the world of sports. In 1996, he starred in the hit film Space Jam, a movie that blended live action with classic Looney Tunes characters. The film was a massive success, further cementing his status as a beloved pop culture figure. He became a familiar face in households that had never watched a single basketball game. This crossover appeal was unique. He was not just a sports hero, he was a mainstream celebrity, a friendly and charismatic personality that everyone felt they knew. His influence was felt everywhere, from television commercials to cereal boxes. Jordan's impact on the next generation of players cannot be overstated. Superstars like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James grew up idolizing him, modeling their games and their competitive fire after his. He set the standard for what it meant to be a basketball great, and countless players have spent their careers chasing his ghost. His moves, his work ethic, and his approach to the game became a blueprint for success. He inspired a whole generation to pick up a basketball and strive for greatness, leaving an indelible mark on the players who followed in his footsteps. After his final retirement from playing, Michael Jordan did not simply fade away from the public eye. His competitive drive found new outlets. He transitioned from player to businessman and team owner. In 2010, he became the majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets, then the Bobcats, making him the first former player to become the majority owner of an NBA team. This move brought his journey full circle, allowing him to shape a franchise from the top down. His experience as the ultimate player gives him a unique perspective as he continues to pursue success from the owner's box. His presence is still felt deeply within the sport and in wider culture. Even today, years after he last played a game, the debate about the greatest player of all time always comes back to him. He is the benchmark against which all other players are measured. His 6 championships and 6 finals appearances, his individual awards, and his cultural impact create an argument that is difficult to dispute. He represents a golden era of basketball, a time when one man seemed to possess superhuman abilities and an unquenchable thirst for victory. Beyond the statistics and the championships, his legacy is about inspiration. He taught the world that failure can be a stepping stone to success. His story of being cut from his high school team is a powerful lesson in resilience. He showed that with hard work and determination, you can overcome any obstacle. This message resonates far beyond the world of sports. It inspires people in all walks of life to push through their own challenges and strive to be the very best version of themselves, no matter what their chosen field may be. Ultimately, Michael Jordan is more than a basketball legend. He is a symbol of excellence. His name is synonymous with winning, dedication, and greatness. He transformed a sport, built a global brand, and inspired millions. His shadow looms large over the NBA, and his influence can be seen in the players, the marketing, and the global popularity of the game today. He set a standard that may never be matched, securing his place not just as the greatest basketball player of all time, but as one of the most significant cultural figures of his generation.